So I'm back at the Domain. I've been here since 2003, first as a camper, then I was on summer staff. I've been a counselor. I've done a little bit of everything under the sun here, and I gotta be honest, it's the best place on earth. It's where everybody comes to push the reset button because they get to be themselves and they get to be in a place where they feel welcomed and invited and have probably some of the most fun they're ever gonna have in any place. And I think for me, what I come back for is not only the people, but the opportunity to be in a close community with myself, with God, and the people here. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be here every single time.
I think the thing that I love the most about the Domain is that when life gets really crazy for me and it seems that God is getting lost in that craziness, I can come up to the Domain and my spirit is energized because I'm at some place where God's presence is just palpable to me. I've been coming to the Domain probably for 10 years. I came as a happener 10 years ago. I have been a counselor at reading camp. I've been a tutor at reading camp. I've been the director of reading camp. I've been here for happening. Been here for New Year in the Spirit, and a lot of my energy comes from being with the youth that I encounter here. I think as an adult, we often underestimate the importance of the Cathedral Domain, but this is a place where our children and our grandchildren can come and escape all the things about our culture that we really wish didn't exist. They can come up here, they learn about God, they experience God, they experience Christ in one another. And there aren't that many places down off of this mountain where they still get to do that. And what I've been able to witness is that adults come back here and they're reunited with other adults and they remember their times here as children and youth. One of the most interesting camps to me is senior conference and the energy and the determination that graduating seniors have, that they are going to be at the Domain for senior conference, that's just not something they are going to miss. It carries as much importance to them as senior prom and all the other activities that go on in school. And so I'm reminded that they carry that love and those relationships off this mountain and on with them to college.
I like camp because it's full of friends, and that's why I like camp. And we go hiking, and I really love going hiking with my dad. And I like eating dinner here, and that's all.
So I've been coming to Domain since mini camp, and it's honestly one of my favorite places in the world. It's like one big family because everybody's just so welcoming and accepting, and no matter where you come from or who you are, they'll immediately want to be your friends. Well, we play Foursquare all the time, and it's competitive, but it's just one big family.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Bungie Bynum from Holy Trinity, Georgetown. I'm one of those people whose lives have been touched by the domain. Today at the St. George's Day service, they had a prayer for all those whose lives have been touched by the Cathedral domain, that it may be a place of renewal and refreshment, and that we will find our covenant of baptism strengthened to show forth your radical grace and love in the world. Let us pray to the world. I am proudly one of those people. The domain is what I consider a spiritual home, what the Celtics call a thin place. I attended the domain first as a boys camper. Used to be that girls could attend the year before boys could, and I was very upset that my neighbor Jay could go a year before me. And then I attended junior conference and senior conference as a counselor for mini camp and boys camp and junior conference and senior conference. I was on summer staff and Happening, Beginnings, and Okari, and so many things. And the domain is more than anything else, has formed me into who I am, and remains a point of many intersections in my life. And I'm a little bit cheerful, but yes, that's what the domain means to me. Thanks.
So Cathedral Domain has always been a place for me to come and see where my faith has taken me. It hasn't always been the same, and I'm glad for that, because as great as this place is, I don't think I'd ever get tired of it. And as it keeps going, I'm sad as my senior year comes to a close, but I'm ready to offer what I've really experienced here, elsewhere, like at other camps and wherever else life takes me in. Teachings like the ones we had this morning help me see the parts of life that I want to live out the most, whether I travel or whether I stay in the same place, and how important it is to see the best in other people. So I hope I take what I've learned to wherever God takes me, and it challenges my faith and allows me to see the best in other people like I have been.
Hi everybody, I'm Allison Duvall. When I was a camper here at the Cathedral Domain, I was Allison Acey, and I'm up here today on St. George's Day. Ran into a former camp counselor of mine, Benjamin Bungie Bynum, that some folks watching this video might know. And he reminded me that when I was a young camper, I was one of the most homesick children, I think, to go down in the history of the Cathedral Domain. And because of the Cathedral Domain and the love and the care and the support that my counselors gave me over my years as a camper, now in my professional life, I travel the world and the country, and have found meeting new people and building community wherever I go to be something that gives me the utmost joy. And it all started right here at the Cathedral Domain when I was a summer camp kid. So if you want a reason to explore the world, meet new people, build community wherever you go, you can find no better place to do it than right here at the Cathedral Domain.
This is Mark, and I just want to welcome you to come to the Cathedral Domain. If you haven't been here yet, you need to come and take a look. And if you have been here, you need to come back. It's a special place for special people, just like you. So come on, take a look, give it a try. You'll be most welcome.
I first started coming to the domain when I was 6 years old, and my older sister came here as a counselor. And that first year I didn't get to stay, and I was very, very jealous. So after that, I was here for every single camp, every conference, everything. Ended up being a counselor. Then after that, I always had leadership roles as I grew up and went to college. I know that as a high school student, the domain saved my life. That there were a number of times when I thought, I just don't want to go on. And somehow this place brought me back to center and brought me back to God and brought me back to a place where I could pray and think and be myself. After I grew up married and we moved away to Florida, every year we would come home. I would try to come home, and I always came here because this is my spiritual home. And after ordination, after a few years, I moved back to Kentucky and have been active up here ever since. I've been a dean, a chaplain, I've been on the board, and it doesn't matter what I do here. This is still home.